Hello and welcome back to another Pandas FAQ tutorial brought to you by Python for Finance. Today we've got a very short tutorial looking at how to delete columns from a Pandas data frame. Now the best way to do this in Pandas is using the drop method, and we have two examples for you today. First of which we're going to drop a column based on the column name, and then we're going to have another example where we drop the columns based on column numbers. The first thing that we're going to do in any tutorial is import the modules that we need. So we import pandas as PD, which is the standard naming convention for pandas. And then we're going to import the data that we're going to be using. And in this example, we're using Brent Crude data, and we're going to define this as dfmaster and read it in using the read Excel method from pandas. So we define pd.read_Excel. And our file is simply brent_data.xlsx. And if we want to see that that's been correctly imported into Jupyter, we can use the head method, which is just going to give us the first 5 rows of that data frame. Ooh. So what we can see is that we've got 5 rows and 6 columns: date, open, high, low, close, and volume. But let's say we want to drop 2 of those columns. Let's say we want to drop high and low. How do we do that? Well, we can use a very handy method called the drop method. If we just define our temporary data frame, which is dfmaster.copy, and this just creates a like-for-like copy of our dfmaster so that we're not corrupting any of our original data. And we want to drop high and low. How do we do that? Well, we redefine our data frame df as equal to df.drop. And we define the columns that we want to drop using the columns argument. So columns, which takes in a list, and we can type high and low. And then if we do df.head, this is going to show us that we've successfully deleted the high column and the low column from our data frame. Now, if we wanted to do this in place, all that means is we're not creating a new data frame variable, we're in fact changing our existing data frame variable. What we can do is remove this small piece of code and use the in-place argument. And all that takes in is a Boolean value of true. And if we run this, you can see exactly what we've done as in the first example, except we haven't had to redefine our data frame. We've changed the existing data frame in place. Now, for our final example, what we're going to do is drop columns based on the column number. And again, we're simply creating a quick copy of our master data frame and just going to use the drop method in a slightly different way. So we redefine our data frame df, and this is going to be equal to df.drop df.columns, which references our data frame columns. And we have a list within a list. And let's say we wanted to drop the first 3 columns of our data frame. So we do 0, 1, and 2, which is going to be the first 3 columns. And what we have to do here is we have to define our axis. So we're defining our axis equal to 1, which represents the columns. And if we, using our head method again, want to see what we've deleted, you can see that we've got rid of date, open, and high, and we're left with low, close, and volume. That's it for this Pandas FAQ lesson. If you have any remarks, observations, or any burning Python or Pandas questions, be sure to leave them in the comments, and we'll pick out the most upvoted or most interesting for future videos. Thanks for watching.